Hi there, this is my first video blog covering my trip to New York. We leave in 3 days, so it's getting pretty close now. And I'm just going to explain very briefly what I'll be doing over there. Firstly, there's a project called People of New York. This is inspired by Philip Lorca de Corsa's sequence called Heads. He basically set up a flash above the sidewalk and took photos of people below. So using this kind of technique, I'll be looking to get some photos of candidates and maybe some street photos as well. Some documentary photos as well. The main project I'll be doing over there is called Not Your New York. This aims to show the real side and the unglamorous side to the city. Most people, when asked about New York, they say what springs to mind. They say stuff like, the Empire State Building, the Twin Towers, Statue of Liberty, and so on, stuff like that. And I wanted to show that there's so much more diversity, and there's so much more to offer in the city than just those things. I've also set up a bit of time for some shopping. It's still relevant what I'll be doing, so let's start with Monday. Monday I'll be doing the shopping-y bit. This consists of catching the A train down to 4th Street. After leaving the station there, I'll be heading to the Lomography store in New York. There's also one of these down in London if you can't quite afford to trek all the way to America. It's located on West 8th Street, so it's not too far from the station. From here I'll be looking to try out some more analog film cameras. Currently shooting with a Holga at the minute, so I'm gonna have a look at Diana, or Mini Diana, see if a bond forms between them, we'll say. I'm also going to be looking at different types of film as well, stuff like infrared film, colour film. I've got some black and white medium format stuff and some red scaled 35mm on the way. Tuesday will be the first day I'm actually shooting for the projects mentioned. I'll be catching the 2 or the 3 train from 72nd Street. I'll be popping down to Brooklyn Heights and maybe downtown Brooklyn there as well. And this is where I'll get my first taste of life off of Manhattan. Brooklyn is famous for its brownstones, so looking to capture some of those. There's also a couple of nice looking parks there as well, so I get some good candid shots there. So it should be a really, really good location. Excuse me. On Wednesday I'll be catching the 1 train, and this will take me all the way down to South Ferry. From here I'll be getting the ferry over to Staten Island. This takes about 45 minutes and it's free. Once I'm over at St George's Terminal in Staten Island, I'll be catching the 52 or the 42 train, and I'll be spending a lot of time on the northeast tip of the island. And I'll be shooting again, looking for interesting architecture and people as well. Thursday will take me over to Chelsea Piers and the surrounding area of Chelsea, possibly Soho as well. And in the afternoon I'll be moving to the Upper West Side. This is to show the more industrial side of the city as well as the residential side. So down in Chelsea Piers you've got kind of like the docks and everything on one side of the street, and then you look over and then you've got big glass buildings and it looks like you're back in the city again. So it's a really interesting area and it should give some great shots there. Friday we're heading back south again to the southern tip. We're heading over to the financial district. The financial district has always been a favoured area of mine because there's a lot of history there. Some of the buildings are, by American standards, quite old. Nothing from Tudor times, unfortunately. We kind of beat them at history. But no, there's some interesting shots there. I've kind of done stuff like the Federal Reserve Bank and the New York Stock Exchange before. So while I'll be down in the financial district, rather than focusing on the building themselves, I'm going to be focusing on the people around them, the general mood, the atmosphere, and hopefully we can get some good street candids off the street around that area too. And that just about rounds off what I'll be doing each day. So hopefully I'm looking to post a video every day, every evening, our time, and by hour I mean New York. So every evening New York time, so check that out for the following morning over here in England. So the video will hopefully just kind of give a brief explanation of what I've been doing on that day, and also if I can edit them quickly enough, some shots whilst I'm from that day as well. So hopefully the stuff you'll be seeing will be recent, it'll be new, it'll be fresh, and hopefully it'll give you a better idea of what I'm doing over there. If you want to get any more information, ask me any questions, just visit www.splatnewyork.tumblr, that's tumblr.com. I'll put that link up again at the end. If you want to ask me any questions, just add /ask on the end of that link, and I'll answer any questions you have concerning photography and my trip over in New York. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you keep up with what I'll be doing in America.